Welcome, welcome. Maybe we'll just give everyone a couple more minutes in to get in here. So, my name is Natalia. Oh, hi, Neil. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Natalia. You might recognize me from Park. I also work with Megan here, and I'm covering for her today. So this should be awesome. Thanks for coming, everyone. Okay, well, why don't we get started? People will trickle in as they show up. Just a heads up, there is a chat option. So if you haven't done this class before and are just wondering about anything, have questions, concerns, you can ask me in the chat. And when we're done with the exercises, I'll get to it as best I can here. All right, so for today, we're gonna be needing a couple small weights. So some light soup cans will do, 1 or 2 pound weights also will do. And then we'll also need a band. If you have a couple different resistances, we can do medium and light. Otherwise, you can just use the one, and we'll also be using the dowel at a couple points in the class here. So, okay, so we'll go ahead and start. We'll start with some breathing today. I'll get you to put a hand on your chest, another hand on your belly button, and we're gonna do inhaling through the nose. Here we want to feel belly expanding, and then as we exhale out through the mouth, you should feel belly button coming into the spine, activating the core a little bit. So let's go ahead, going in with the inhale, expand, 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 and exhale. Pull that belly button towards the spine, engage the core, and then again, inhale, expand as best you can. We're trying to avoid the chest breathing. So if you do feel chest going up and down, try to relax that and focus on your belly expanding on that inhale. And inhaling in, expand, expand, expand. Exhale, pull that belly button towards the spine. Welcome, anyone that's coming in. Hey, Janice. Inhale, expanding out the belly, and exhale, pull that belly button in. We'll do 2 more. Inhaling in through the nose, and exhale. All right, and then we'll start our warm up with a little bit of the pec massaging. So just get right in there. We're trying to put a little bit of pressure on the muscle here. We want to go around breast tissue, so we don't want to get right down in there. And for this one, any spots that feel like tender or tight, that's sort of the spots that probably needed the most. So you can focus on that little area, or you can push down on it, hold for a couple seconds. But right here, we want to be moving all around the pec area here. Yeah, it should feel nice. A little painful at times, but should be okay. All right, and then we're gonna move on to upper trap on this side. So you can help your elbow here. And then for upper trap, you can either do like a pinching of the muscle, or again, you can rub around. You can do little circles, or you can push right in there back and forth. And again, if you feel that little spot that's like, oof, that is tight, try to focus on that one for a little bit. It needs it the most. And this is always the best after a long day of sitting or computer work. This should feel really nice. All right, and then we'll get you to get into the deltoids a little bit, just in your shoulder. See if you feel anything in there. Squeeze it around. Give it a little massage. And then last one for this side is going to be our lats activation slaps. So we'll get one hand over here overhead, and we're trying to get kind of close to your back diagonal. Just some activation slaps to get the muscle waking up, ready to work. Okay, and then we'll switch on over to the other side, starting with the pec massage here. So we want to be working under clavicle here, just underneath that, and not into breast tissue. So just anywhere up here that feels tender or tight. Okay, and then moving on to our upper trap. So just above the shoulder, right next to the neck here. Nice big muscle that likes to be sore and stiff. Yeah, you can try a couple different variations. You can do back and forth. You can do pinching or circles, whatever feels good to you. All right, awesome. And then getting into the deltoids a little bit. So just massaging those shoulders a little bit. Again, any little spot that feels tight, focus on it. If not, move around, find another one. Okay, last one here. We're doing activation slaps for the lats. So just reaching as far back as you can. Nice gentle slaps. Amazing. Okay, shake it off a little bit. So for our warm up, next up, we're going to do shoulder rolls. So you can just have hands on your lap, and we're going to go shoulders up and back and down. So nice big circles, both sides at the same time, nice and even, and as big as we can. And then we'll rotate the other way. So coming up and forward and down and up. And that's good. You can relax the shoulders there. We'll go into a couple neck movements. So we'll start with half circles. We'll start facing one way. We'll bring chin down towards the chest through the middle and then over to the other side. And again, just like that. I like to do it at the pace of my breathing, so we can go inhale one way and then exhale as you're coming back. Trying to keep our spine nice and tall, so only the neck moving here. And we'll do two more. And 2. Okay, and then we're going to do full rotations. So starting facing one way and then just looking straight the other way. Going right through center, side to side. Just going as far as we can. We don't need to push it. We're just trying to get some mobility in the spine here, just for warm up. And we'll do last 2 here. And good, awesome. And then our last neck one is going to be up and down. So for coming down, we want to do a chin tuck. So really stretching the back of our neck here. We don't want the neck to totally, or head to totally hang forward. So just chin tuck as best we can. And then we're looking up to the ceiling, chin up. Should stretch the front here. And then same thing, coming down, chin tuck. Keeping the rest of our spine nice and tall as best we can. And up. And down to your chin tuck. And up. Down. 2 more. Up. Down. One last one. Awesome. Very good. Okay, and then next up we're doing our nice big side reach. So taking up as much space as we can, reaching overhead, and then we want to get a nice big side stretch here. And we really want to be exposing armpit to the ceiling. So we don't want to be twisting this way. We want to keep the chest up high. And then other side, reach up and over, stretch, stretch. And again, reaching as far as we can, up and over. And reach. And reach. And reach. And reach. One more on each side, reach as far as you can. Last one, reach. And over. Okay, very good, very good. Next up, we've got a twist. So this one's gonna be for our upper back. So we wanna make sure that hips and knees stay facing straight ahead. And we're gonna do a nice big bear hug. And then we're gonna try to twist with our neck and upper back. And then coming back to center, you can release the hug. And then again, you can switch which hand was above the other. And we're gonna twist. And back to center and switch. Same thing, really making sure that our knees stay facing straight ahead. And we're only twisting through our upper back and neck. Awesome, one last one. Hug and twist. Good, and relax. And then one more here for spine mobility. We're gonna do our cat-cows. So from here, we're going into chin tuck, and then rounding through our upper back, bending down, trying to reach the feet here, and then slowly coming back up, slowly extending through the spine. Chest comes up to the ceiling. We want to reach back with our hands and really push the chest up to the sky. Chin up a little bit if we can, and then coming back into the cat again. So chin tuck and rounding down, reach for the feet, and slowly coming back up. Reaching behind, pushing the chest up. And again, chin tuck. Rounding through the spine. Reaching for the feet. And slowly coming back up. Extending through the spine. Reach back, chest to the ceiling, chin up a little bit. And again, we'll do 2 more of these. All the way down. Slowly back up. Reach back, extend, open up the chest. And one last one, chin down. Reach back, open the chest, chin up. Nice big stretch here. It's your last one, and good. Okay, next up, we're just gonna do a few hand movements. So here for this one, we've got a couple characters that are gonna play a role here. We've got rock, which is gonna be squeezing. We have starfish, which will be extending the fingers. Bear claw, where we just bend the top of the fingers. And jellyfish, where we shake it out. So just follow along. We've got rock, squeeze, starfish, stretch out the fingers as much as you can, separate, bear claw, trying to bend the tops of the fingers as best we can, and relax, jellyfish. And we got rock, so squeeze, starfish, extend, bear claw, and jellyfish, shake it out, shake it out. A few more times, we got rock. And starfish, really extending the fingers, separating them. Bear claw. And jellyfish, shake it off. One more time. Rock, so squeeze. Jellyfish, extend, separate, stretch. Bear claw. And jellyfish, shake it off. Awesome. So one last thing that we're going to do here in our warm-up is going to be scap squeezes. So for this one, ideally we just want hands by our sides. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades behind our back, squeeze that blueberry that's in between, and we're going to hold there for 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. We're going to do that 3 times just to warm up the back muscles. And we're going to squeeze back. Always want shoulders away from ears, so lots of space through here. Squeezing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And then we just have one more of those, and then we'll move into our circuits. All right, so squeezing back. Squeeze the blueberry behind the shoulder blades. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. You can shake it about a little bit. All right, so for our first circuit, we're gonna do some banded rows. I'm just gonna back up a little bit here so you can see me better. So we're gonna do banded rows, which is going to look like, there's a couple options. So we can do, put your band around your foot, or this can also be the footrest of your chair or anything. down below, and the row is going to look like this. So we're going to pull elbows towards our side body, keeping our shoulders down. And we're going to repeat this one for 12. If that position is a little bit difficult, we can also do single side, where one arm is going to be steady holding ahead, and then our other side pulls onto the side here. Same idea, working the same muscles, just different setup. So whatever one works for you. I'll go ahead and I'll start with the one on the foot. So we're going to go for 12 reps here. And again, we're squeezing that blueberry behind the shoulder blades. We're keeping the shoulders away from ears. Here we want our spine to be nice and tall. And we're pulling. Another thing for the rows that I always like to mention is that we don't want to go too far with the elbows that we end up rounding at the shoulders. So elbows can just stop by our sides, shoulders are back and down, and we're pulling. And we've got 2 more here. And good, awesome. And then this exercise, we're gonna pair with our seated clams or clamshells. So band's gonna be around the thighs. Right here, we can tie a knot, or you can just do a couple twists and hold it with your hand to make life easier. And then we're sitting up nice and tall, pulling belly button in towards the spine, and we're pushing the knees out towards the sides. So this is going to be our clamshell here. We're going to go for 20. And just another thing to avoid here is as we push out, it usually wants to pull our belly button and our low back with it. So we want to avoid that. So maintaining the core nice and steady and just using the legs. So if you have, you can keep going with the exercise, but if you have a lot of spasticity in the inner thighs, you don't need to use the band for this one. You can place something between the knees, and then you can try to just drop that object to the ground. If you haven't done this one before, if it's feeling a bit too difficult, but we'll continue with this one. Probably have about 5 more for anyone that continued with the 20. And 1 more. We should feel this sort of in our glutes here, upper side glute working. But that's awesome, perfect. And then we have a 3rd exercise for this set, which is going to be with the dowel. So we'll get our dowel here, holding just a little bit wider than shoulder width. And then we're going to go a push forward, pull back in, push up to the ceiling, and pull down. And we're going to do 12 of these here. And if overhead is feeling a little difficult or causing you shoulder pain, you can definitely just stick with pushing straight ahead for this one. Otherwise, you can do both. We're about halfway. Awesome, we'll do 2 more. So 1 and 2. Okay, so that's our first circuit. We got banded rows, seated clamshells, and dowel pushing forward and up. So right now we can have a little break, grab some water if you need it, and then we'll be getting ready to do another set of that. All right. So let's get our band sorted. Again, you can do it wrapping it around your foot, or you can do the single side. So if you did do the one side pull, on this second set is when you can switch sides. If you did both hands, we'll just do it again. And we'll get ready to go. We've got 12 of these, so we'll start. And again, we're always thinking shoulders away from ears, squeezing shoulder blades behind our back, keeping our spine nice and tall. And I think we've got one more. I'm terrible at counting and explaining. So we'll call that 12. And then we'll move on to our seated clamshells. So again, for this one, we have 20. So you can go at your own pace. You can do your own count. That's totally fine. Just remember sitting up nice and tall, pulling in that belly button. We don't want to let the pelvis rotate forward as we go, and pushing the knees out. That's halfway here. Last two. And 20. Okay, awesome. So we can put that band down and get your dowel ready. We'll do our dowel pushing straight ahead and up. So we'll get ready. We're doing 12 of these. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last two here. And last one, push. And good. Okay, so that's the end of our second set. So take a little break, grab a little water if you need. I'm just gonna grab a little sip. Again, if anyone has any questions, put it into the chat and I'll try to answer. Hope everyone's doing well. And okay, so next up, we're gonna go into more of a cardio set. So this one will need, actually you don't need, but you have the option to use your small weights. Don't have to at all, but if you're feeling confident, we will use them. I'm gonna start without the weights. So for this circuit, you don't have to start yet. I'll just explain it while you're still having a break. We're gonna do punching. So just punching straight ahead. This one, we're kind of going for some speed, some power. You can hold your weights if you want a little bit more. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds. Then we'll have a pretty quick transition and we'll go into jacks. So this is just arms out wide, clap overhead. We're doing this for 30 seconds. If overhead is difficult for you, you can definitely do our jacks out in front. So just clapping straight ahead. Hopefully that feels a little better. And then for our third part of this circuit, we're gonna do kayaks. So keep your dowel handy. We'll be doing 30 seconds of kayaking. And this is gonna be a pretty cardio-y circuit. So take rest if you need, just go at your own pace. So we got 30 seconds for each. I'll get our timer ready. And we'll start with the punches. So we'll give you 10 seconds to get ready. And then we'll get going. All right, so we'll start in 3, 2, 1, and we're punching. So we want to go fast, but again, go at your own pace because we have quite a bit of movement on this circuit. So just punching straight ahead. We want to keep hips and knees pointing straight ahead, so no wiggle parties, like Megan would say, keeping the core nice and tight. And that's 30, so we can relax there. If that was a little bit easy for you, next set, grab your weights if you're feeling good about that. And we'll get ready to start our second one. So this one's gonna be jacks. So clapping overhead. We'll get ready to go in 3, 2, 1, and clap. Again, core tight here. Don't want to be moving through the hips or legs. And always shoulders away from ears, right? So we don't want to end up shrugging too much here. And if the shoulders aren't feeling good with this one, remember you can always do straight ahead, and that's 30. Awesome. Take a little break. We'll get ready to go into our kayaks. But we'll catch our breath here for a sec. Have a couple seconds. Just to get the dowels ready. And then we'll get ready to go in 3, 2, 1, and we're kayaking. So side to side, rotating through our upper back, driving that dowel into the floor, or not actually, but towards the floor. We don't want anyone scratching their floor just for this. And make sure you're breathing. Find a good pace that your body likes, and then you can continue because we have a couple more sets of this. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, awesome. So that was our first set of our little cardio circuit. So right now it's an excellent time to get some water and catch your breath. Whew. It's getting warm. Okay, let's get ready to start our second set here. We're going to start with the punches. You can hold weights, don't have to. And we're doing another 30 seconds. So let's get ready to go. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. We're punching. Trying to go fast as we can, but maintaining control of the core and torso. And keep breathing. Couple more seconds here. Give us some speed. And 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome. And then we'll have a couple seconds rest here, and then we're going straight into our jacks. So take a couple seconds, catch your breath. And let's get ready to start. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Up and clap. Nice and wide. Keep those elbows as straight as you can. Reaching up high, shoulders away from ears. Spine nice and long. And we're breathing. Couple more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Shake it off. Couple seconds of rest here, and then we'll go straight into our kayaks. So just getting our dowels ready. Make sure we're sitting up nice and tall, feet planted on the ground. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Kayaking side to side. Rotating through our upper back. Knees and hips stay facing forward. And we're pushing water back. Find a good pace that works for you. Got a couple more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay. I hope your heart rate's going up just as mine. Have a little break, get some water, and then we're going to repeat this circuit for a third time. So yeah, our big theme of this week is cardio, so we're focusing on that. Getting the breathing rate up, getting the heart rate up, maybe a little sweat on. Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming. This is awesome. Got a good turnout today. All right, we're going to go into our last set, a couple seconds here. So if you wanted to use the weights for the punching, get those weights ready. Catch your breath. All right, we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. We're punching. We're going fast. Controlling the core. Knees and hips pointing straight ahead, so we don't want to be twisting too much through our upper body. This one is mostly arms. Try to go fast. 10 more seconds here. Fast, fast, fast. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, awesome. Couple seconds to catch our breath, and then we're going straight into our jacks overhead or in front, whichever one you prefer. We'll get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Overhead and clap. Keep the elbows as straight as you can. Spine nice and long. Doing really good. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Few more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay, awesome. Shake it off. We just have one more for our kayaks. Getting ready to go. Give you a couple of seconds to catch your breath. A couple of seconds for me to catch my breath. This is a nice little workout. All right. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kayaking. Side to side. Pull each side. Twist through the upper back. But still controlling that our knees are staying straight ahead. Yeah, keep breathing. Keep a good pace. We're flying through the water. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Awesome. Okay, so that is our 3 sets of our cardio circuit. So take a nice little break. Again, grab some water. And then we'll move on to our 3rd circuit of exercises. This one's going to be a little more or a little less cardio, a bit more of a cool down, but still strengthening, and a little bit of cardio, but not as intense as this last one. So keep resting, no rush here. Oh, thanks, Janice. Glad to hear that was good cardio. So this one's going to be our external rotation for shoulder. So one hand's going to keep our band steady. Other hand, we have palm either up and thumb to the side, or you can have thumb up to the ceiling. Either one, as long as we're not palm down for this one. And then we're doing external rotation of the shoulder. Elbow stays right up close to the body here. So I'll give you a couple more seconds before we start this one, but that's the one we're doing next. And we're doing 12 on each side. For this one, always grab your lightest band. We don't want this one to be heavy. Our rotator cuff muscles, they don't need heavy, they just need repetition. So light band, or if you feel like your band's too heavy, go ahead, do it without a band. Just get that movement in there. But we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So here we go, back nice and tall, and we're rotating out. We're gonna do 12 on each side, and we don't want the elbow escaping, going away from the body. So we're just rotating out. Last 2 here. Awesome. And then we'll switch over to the other side, same thing. Again, we want palm up and thumb out, or thumb to the sky. And we're gonna go ahead and start. We're just doing 12 on each side. And last 2 here. And good. So we're gonna pair these shoulder external rotations with a couple wheel ups or side ups if you're not in a wheelchair. So this one's gonna be holding a weight, optional, don't have to hold a weight. We're doing a side tap, and then we're pushing straight up. So side, up, side, up. We're gonna do 10 on one side, where we start the tapping on one side. Once we're done that, we're gonna do another 10 where we start our tap here. So it's tap, straight up. So let's get ready to start here, and we're gonna go tap, straight up, tap, up. And then again, if going straight up is a little difficult for you, definitely we can go tap, straight ahead here, or just focus on the tap for a little bit. Just get a nice rotation through that. So tap, up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're starting our tap on the other side. So we'll go ahead and start tap, up, tap, up, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one here, and 10. Awesome. let's put the weights down. And we just have one more set of these 2 exercises, and then you're all done the workout. So let's get ready for this one. Grab your band. We're sitting up nice and tall. Palm is up towards the ceiling. And then we're rotating out. So we're doing 12 on each side again. That's 10, last 2 here. Good, awesome. Same thing on the other side. We'll go ahead and get started here. Ten, last 2. And awesome. Okay, last exercise. So we got our wheeled ups. Last one, and then we're done. Going straight into cool down. So getting ready, and we're gonna start tapping on the right side. So getting ready to go, and go ahead, start. Tap, tap, up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're switching sides. So starting the tap on the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one here. Doing great. Awesome. All done with those. You can put your weights down. And then we have a quick minute to do a couple stretches to cool down. So for this one, we'll just bring arm right across. And we'll get a nice shoulder stretch here. Yeah, thanks to everyone that came out. Hope you liked it. And then we'll go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, bring the arm across. And awesome. Okay, well, that's all the time that we have for today, but I'll stick around to answer questions if anyone has any. And yeah, thanks so much for coming out.